There we go. Oh. It's great today. Great. Let's see. What? Oh, by ailments. I don't want that. I want this. I want to make sure I'm sharing the right information here. What wait. Hey Susan, Sam, how is things? Oh, interesting. I have that with me. How about that? Let's put a bookmark on that page. I'm just making sure I have all the right info to share with you guys. I don't like being wrong. I can be wrong. Being wrong is being human, and I've been wrong in the past. But I make sure I got stuff here ready with you guys. More than anything. So we got Shiva moved. That was quite the adventure. It was not nearly as bad as it was before, when she decided she was going to take out my gate at the end of the arena and not go in the stall and everything else. So, yeah. Chilling after fixing Taboo's heat mat issues. Fun. Fun, wow. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Where is that go? Where is that? There it is. I was like, where is that going? Okay. Hey, Robin. How's things? I like the new icon. Actually, I saw it appear in the corner where I can see them, and I was like, hey, is that? It's a bumblebee. It's cute. Well, back to our normal Thursday type stuff, right? So I got Shiva moved. Tina was here. She showed up, and I got the stall cleaned, and we rebedded it. Great. That's a great message. We put her in the end stall with the gate door. Tina held the gate door to close off the aisleway. I pushed her out of the round pen. Hello, Carmen. Hello, hello. Brad, you're cooking pizza? Nom nom. I actually have lunch on the way because I haven't eaten yet and I'm freaking freezing. It's cold here. It was really cold. Hey, Megan. Brad, what is on said pizza? That I want to know. Hey, Rain. Hello. So Billy held the one gate between that shuts off between the indoor and the barn, and I kind of shushed her out of the round pen and shut the door behind me so we didn't have that issue of running it back around the round pen again. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Ellie. I do have, like, food coming, you guys. Like, because of yesterday and the Amish, like, I was like, oh, I can actually have lunch delivered and be hot. So if I suddenly step up and get away, it's because I'm going to grab that. So we got her out of the round pen. We got her almost to the barn. She decided she didn't want to go to the barn, tried to whirl away and run back toward the round pen, which was shut. Got her back towards the barn. Let her stand there for a second. Mac was in the stall at the end of the aisle, and we're just getting on, Dee. I did get friendlies. It took a little bit ordering it, but like it took forever to get it to work. Stupid. Barbecue chicken. Hey, Rain, thanks for the stars. Thank you, thank you. Barbecue chicken, bell peppers, and white onions. Hi, Linda. Oh man, I want to read those messages. Oh, that's not. Wow. Wow. poor Erica. That sucks. So we got her into the barn, finally convinced her to get that way. We slowly closed the gate between the arena and the barn. Hey, Charlene. Let her stand there, kind of figure it out. We kind of let it make her idea to move from the aisleway to the stall. But it had hay in there. It had grain up in the manger. We made sure that the water bucket was full. Margarita and meat fest. That sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. Hey, Janie. And so then we slowly brought the gate door shut and put her in. So Shiva is finally out of the indoor, out of the round pen. We took down all the gates and opened the door so at least the horses that I have in from the cold can eat and clean up the hay that has been left. So there's that. We got her moved. We got Nick's stall cleaned. Hello. Thinking about buying one of the green halters from Frank. I mean, they're here. So, hey, Steph. Hello. Yes. So, I mean, at least we found something that kind of like works to get her moved in and out a little bit better. So if we have to do it again, then we know how to make it a little bit easier for her to get in and out of the arena. Thanks for the stars again. So yeah. So that's been our earlier afternoon. Shoot. Oh, I had a phone call with the bank, so we're going to keep looking for a trailer. They were very positive with us, so that was good. Hey, Kristen. So yeah, things are still going today, so that's good. But I thought I'd get back into the some of the stone lives, just talking about some of the stones and pieces that I have, and then I thought a little bit of the herbs. Because some of the stuff that I do, it requires either a specific scent or a specific herb or a meaning behind it or a natural property to it. And essentially herbs are the homeopathic. Must be happy to be home. I am happy to be home. I mean, it was a good trip with my dad yesterday. Yeah, thank you, bank. Yes, exactly. It was a good trip with my dad yesterday. And we had a good time. We got back at like 12:30. It was about 12:30. We got back in last night, unhooked the trailer, and Dad went home. So it went well. But yeah, I'm glad to be home for sure. And I definitely know that I am getting sick. I'm gonna have to read that message chat when I get done. But I wanted to kind of get back into my normal stone stuff and talk about some of the herbs, because herbs are the natural medicines in which a lot of everything's been created from. So why not know what the basics are around some of it if you're interested? So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about a little bit this afternoon with you guys. Will I be doing invoices? Yes, I will. Yes. As soon as I get done with this, I will be pulling my baskets with your guys' stuff in it off the shelves and going through and doing invoices. So yes, I will be doing that this afternoon. And then I gotta go pick up my kids from their after school program and then come back and I'll be working on them through the evening. So yes. Things kind of got away. I got some of it done. Oh, well, hello, Kristen's son. Yeah, I tried to get a bunch of them done Saturday into Sunday. I got some, not all, and then I was working on some orders for custom things, making sure Jim had all of his 3D printing stuff, like the other sheets he needs, so he can keep track of what he's got to get printed. You're welcome, Kristen. Hello. And then I will be, I was get through some more of those. So yes, it's coming, Susan, I promise. So, So right, the herbs and things like that. But I want to go through a couple of stones that I've got here if you guys are interested. One is a really cool one. It was sold to me as jade, and jade is pretty. Your location is being shared. Okay, that's fine. Amazon is still not getting back to you about the shadow book. That is so frustrating. It's so frustrating, Megan. I'm sorry. That sucks. So yeah, this is a piece that was sold to me as jade. Okay, and jade itself is very like an important stone. It's very sought after and very common to be like a gemstone of sorts. And this is kind of like a pale olive type looking green. This is a carved seahorse. It's fairly good size, about 4 inches in height. And jade in itself is very, well, like I said, it's more of a precious stone. But in looking closer with this, I do believe this is more of what's called a serpentine jade. Serpentine is more of the common gemstone. I hope they're not trying to deliver to the front porch. That'd be bad. Just pull in the driveway. Serpentine jade is much more common. Various colors and shades of green. It is comes from its feeling of the stone being slippery like a serpent. And if you can kind of see, how well it glimmers and shines on the edges and areas of it. And that kind of gives it that scaly, hang on just a second. Is that the Taurus or is that? Oh, it is. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Yep. Quiet, dog. It's fine. Food's gonna wait. What, Tova? Hang on. Oh my gosh. Why does everything have to come now? Quiet. She's harmless. Hi. She's harmless too. Are you harmless too? Oh yeah. Good. How about you? Good. Thank you. Tova? Tova, come. Tova, come. Tova, come. Thank you. I don't think... Tova, I don't think this is mine. I don't think that's mine. I didn't order that part. But okay, whatever. Never mind. So, let's get back on with this. I'm sorry. So yeah, the shine look gives it kind of that serpent type feel, like slippery and reminiscent of a serpent. So it's serpentine, okay? Very often confused with jade because it is, green, and the various colors and shades of green that can come through with it is, you can mix it up, very easily mix it up. So, it is very cute. Yeah, and I think this is one of my few pieces that I'm just like, I did spend a small thing on back when I had money. This thing I've had like 4 years or 4 or 5 years. It's considered more of a transformative and healing powers. Very commonly used in jewelry. it's considered a substitute for jade. So if you don't know what you're looking at and they sell it to you as jade, it probably may or may not be considered real jade in that fact. It works well with the Geminis. So if you're a Gemini, this might be a stone that you might want to put in your pocket, or hang around a piece of jewelry, or a bracelet. You know, it works best. It is grounding for the Gemini, and the vibrations can help bring balance to like your conflicting nature. So, you know, I know, oh, it's fine, Susan. Well, good for you to be able to spend time with your granddaughter, though. So thank you for at least hanging out. With it being grounding, it helps kind of you Geminis when sometimes you have that little bit of an explosive behavior, kind of come back down into earth and think about things a little bit better. It is pretty much made of silica, okay? So it's pretty sturdy stone. You're a Gemini, Sherry? Yeah, you might want to get a piece of serpentine then, put in your pocket. Can come in shades of green, yellow, black, white, and various other colors. So you kind of have to know what the structure is sometimes with it. But if you have a person that is a gemologist and they know what they're looking at, you can always talk to them too about it. And there's various subgroups of serpentine. I'm not even going to get into the various parts of that, but it was named by a German mineralogist in 1564. So the stone's been around for a little bit. It derives from the Latin serpent. It was highly regarded in ancient Egypt, Persia, and Assyria for an exquisite luster, popular in jewelry, household decor. They often wore pendants to fight away evil spirits, or evil energies, protecting against snake bites. I don't know if that would quite work as well for you nowadays, but it would help with your, like, pushing off the evil energy type deal. I'm going to start carrying this thing around with me. Very popular in the ornamental carvings and stuff, because it is very, very easy to become decorative. Very easy. It is now California's state rock. Okay, serpentine is California's state rock. It is very abundant out there, and it actually has industrial uses. It was, you know, once used to make asbestos, but obviously that was because it's silica. You know, it makes it so much easier to turn it into that dust, which creates the respiratory issues. But if you have it in a solid form, it's not going to have that issue. So don't chew on it. You don't want to chew off it. So yes, Stacy, yes, we all need it at this point. I'm kind of gathering from some of the pop-ups on. Yeah, people are stupid. Serpentine can host rare, unique vegetation. It delivers healing to the plant by reducing greenhouse gases through carbon sequestration. So it pretty much brings in some of the carbon, some of the greenhouse gas, like it holds it within its chemicals within the stone itself, and its absorption naturally through the air. It can change the color with it a little bit though. But if you have serpentine ground, you can kind of use it as like try to help grow plants a little bit better. So it's considered a healing stone, and the green color is prosperity, and keeping in touch with, like, say, Mother Earth or the natural energies that we have around us. It could help alleviate and take this with a grain of salt, okay? I am not a doctor. I am not in human medicine. But there is belief it helps around with alleviating diabetes and hypoglycemia, cleansing energy for detoxifying the body and blood, absorbing calcium and magnesium. So I don't quite know how that quite works out. Silica in its raw self, it does absorb, because like we use silica pellets to absorb sand in the guts of horses. So I guess if you had it in your hands and you're touching and you're holding and you're wearing it, like you could potentially have some sort of like positive effect with it. It is a favorite among emotional and mental healers to use it as a symbol of protection. It works best with the heart chakra, to kind of help like balance out your body. So serpentine's kind of a cool little stone. But this is a carved seahorse. Originally, again, it was sold to me as jade, but fairly certain at this point in time it's serpentine. So yeah. So that one's a cool one. And this one, it just came in. It's the first time I've had a sample like this. This is called Blue Onyx. It's a type of chalcedony, and chalcedony is the, God. People like to cause trouble. Chalcedony is the one that crystallizes in mass. So I guess I need some. Yeah, I think we all need a little bit of serpentine in our life. You can get it raw. You can get it in bead. You can get it in stones. What about chucking at people you dislike? Well, I mean, you can chuck any stone at somebody you don't like. It's always going to be naturally warding. All right. Sorry, I need to just catch this real quick. Wow. Wow. Just some people are petty. Some people are so petty. It's ridiculous. That's not right now. We'll deal with it later. Blue onyx is very durable, easily carvable. And it's impossible to find in raw format because everybody loves to play with it. So they're carving it, turning into a gemstone, turning into jewelry or just beautiful carvings. I mean, it always comes in the striations, the blue striations. The blue with the striations of the brown. My friend has a chalcedony high-end bracelet, cost her $50. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. It is pretty. It's a beautiful piece. It really is. It's considered a throat chakra stone to help with communication skills with like everything around you. It'll help you talk about your emotions when you're at peace, and being able to kind of like open up yourself. Being able to open up to people, open up with yourself, kind of bring yourself around type of feeling. It can help with anxieties and help with inner reflection to teach you that you or only should be treating others the way you would treat yourself, which is a message a lot of people right now really need to have. So, it works great with aquamarine, angelite, blue calcite, blue kyanite, Icelandic spar. All of that helps with communication and opening up the ability to speak from more than just yourself and a couple of people, but even to more people. Send me a truckload. I know, right? Yeah. I need a piece just to wear some days. It's a calming and patient stone for those that work with the angelic communications versus the spiritual communications, like of what I prefer. It should help with your opening up and speaking with the angelic higher powers. wisdom, meditation, insight, peace of mind, generosity, like I said, anxiety relief, emotional understanding, self-discovery, growth. I mean, this is just a stone to help for you. Just for you. It's so freaking beautiful. I mean, and I'm sitting here holding this piece. This is a piece that I bought off of a China wholesaler. So I've been buying some stones. This is out of the second set. They've not yet posted. I haven't posted any of these for sale yet. God, it's cold in this house. This is the only piece I have, and I'm going to see if I can get some more, but sitting here and holding this, like, it's warm. It's peaceful. It's good to the touch to have and to hold. It's not, like, it's a big piece, but it's not heavy. But it's very pretty. Very pretty. I mean, just the color, the different color. Let me turn this on here. Just the different color of the shades. I mean, you've got some almost like fluorite looking blue here, and then it just darkens to like this deep sea blue here. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. Works great with Mercury, Neptune planets if you're into the whole planetary. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I really haven't. Leos, here's a stone for you. And it's kind of on the harder scale. So it's great for carving and styling, but it's not going to like just suddenly snap on you. So that's blue onyx. I would love your local stone shop. I believe that. I mean, we have one. There's actually one over in Cuba, which is about 20 minutes down the road, 15 minutes down the road on the highway. And they have a lot. They have a lot of different things in there. There's a couple of things I've never seen before, but I just don't have the price to pay for it. If you get more, I'd love some. Brad's a Leo. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to see. My China wholesaler does sales like every night. I still have to pay for the last order of stuff that I picked out. Had a lot of really cool things in it. Gotta go. Bye, Charlene. So I'm hoping to get some more. But I gotta wait till I get some stuff paid first. So yeah, there's a couple of different stones I've never showed. I mean, serpentine and blue onyx. They have an amethyst that's over 2,000. Jesus. Holy freaking moly. That's nuts. I can't imagine. You're a Leo through and through. Nice. Okay, so herbs, plants, good plants, legal plants, okay? So this is lavender. And everybody knows what lavender is. You've all probably smelled lavender. Some of you might be allergic to lavender. As a spiritualist of like what I am, I like to have the herbs around, whether it's for my own work, or just to have the smell. Sometimes I just open my cabinet. So I have my cabinet that's got my stones, my candles, feathers, herbs, jewelry, hey Tina, all sorts of different things. And sometimes I just open that cabinet and I just go, and I feel better. So lavender is one of those that I like to keep around just to go, because lavender in itself is a calming herb, okay? You can get it by the boatloads. It is a purple flower. They have a Leslie jasper. It's over 1,500. That sucks. It's a lot of money. You're allergic to lavender. That sucks. Some people are. I have definitely understand that. It is a purple flower. So this is what the lavender looks like on seed. Okay. It has a dark, almost a blue-purple look to it. And this is the seed or the flower petals and the seed dried and dropped off. Okay. And actually, this is where a lot of the dyes, a purple or a blue dye, would come from, is in the seed. Okay. Because you would squish it, and then you'd mix it with the water, and it turned into this purpley dye, and then they'd strain it and everything. So lavender is great for relaxation. It's a sweet scent. It kind of helps you just kind of calm down and bring yourself back down to earth. It's good for use for all griefs and pains of the head and brain, as described by the herbalist John Parkinson in 1640. It was a medicinal herb that was brought to the New World. This is originally based out of Europe. It is a cold weather flower, best grown in the northern regions. To most herbs. Oh, man. I'm sorry for those of you that are allergic to this stuff. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. You can use it in a tea. You can use it in massage oils. You can put it in, I mean, somebody commented about having it in their lotions. I mean, you can put lavender in everything. You can put lavender in everything. You know, it's good for an antimicrobial as well, for cleaning and disinfecting. Don't consider it to be high-end. You're going to get the low-quality bugs that have just no defense with it. But again, you'd have to squish it and turn it into like an oil and really work at it, or work it into, say, like a soap, a lye. You grow your own lavender. That's awesome, Linda. I'm hoping to get an herb garden going this spring. It is native to France and Western Mediterranean. Best used as an oil. You use it in a pillow. Nice. It's a good smell to have when you're trying to fall asleep and just kind of bring yourself into that dream state. Spike lavender yields more oil than some of their other ones, and they use it as an antiseptic wash for wounds, ulcers, and sores over there in Spain and Portugal. So you can use it for lots of different things. It's antispasmodic, so like I said, it kind of calms all the nerves going on and firing in your brain. Relieves anxiety. It's an antidepressant, neuroprotective, and antimicrobial. So very much helping and assisting with the brain processes, how the nerves are firing, and then it brings itself in and kind of just turns that off or slows it down. And that's that calming, natural sedative type effect. I buy pure hand sanitizer with lavender in it. Yeah, exactly. It's good for your nervous system, the soothing and sedation type effects. It can help soothe digestion if you're having issues with, say, ulcers or gas and bloating, indigestion type deal. So drinking a tea with it, and maybe an oil like on the surface of your skin, because your skin can absorb that in, and that would help with that. It might help with your asthmas. I live in Napa, and it grows here beautifully. That's awesome. Nice. I haven't tried to grow it yet. I'm going to try to this spring to do so. But it's considered an essential oil. It helps with migraines, muscle tension, and all that stuff as well. So lavender in itself is a very, very great herb to have around if you're not allergic to it. I do have a different ring on. My red dragon ring broke. I was walking out of a store the other day, and it just kind of ripped right off my hand. So I do have a different ring on. Very intuitive, thank you. This is actually another one of the Enso rings, ENSO. And this is off of their Lord of the Rings line of created rings. So I think this is based around the elven rings. So rosemary oil is great for growing hair. I don't know that, but that's awesome. Yay. I grow both French and English, white, pink, and purple. Well, then you would know more about lavender than I do. Well, the purple lavender, you can go purple. But Lavender is good to have if you just need a sedation effect, okay? Oh. I need to, like, wear a mask with it. Or one of those, like, a necklace or something where it just diffuses into my face every 5 minutes. Because stress levels around here have been a little bit much. Yeah. I'm getting high. Yeah, exactly. It is time to bring out the big guns. No. No. People are upsetting. White Mountain Sage seems to be relaxing too when smudging. I was just going to pull out the sage, Stacy. I wanted to make sure I had everything right before I started, like, discussing it. So 1:30. Ah! Sorry. No, that's good. You're taking care of your ponies. Taking care of your ponies and your pets is critical. So don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's all good. White sage. Sage comes from the Latin for to cure. Salvia comes from salvare, means to cure in Latin. Oh man, she dropped this. I did. Medieval saying echoes, why should a man die while sage grows in his garden? The sage is good for everything. I don't have, you grow sage too. Well, you just grow everything, Linda. Hello, Justina. Thank you. I don't have any non-dried sage. I should probably try to get some. I carry Waiting on Your Farrier. Well, good. Yay, Lori. I have a lot of the dried white sage. Because, again, it is smudging. Sage grows wild in Texas. Yes, sage loves hot weather. You can grow it in many places, but it really likes the warm weather a lot. It's a remedy for sore throats, poor digestion, and irregular periods for us ladies who have that issue. You could also use it as a tonic. So drink it, and it'll help. It can be a little bit bitter, though. But you love the smell of sage. I do, too. It's so nice. It smells so good. It smells so good. You've never saged. Maybe you should. I think I need to sage the house again tonight, actually, because I'm about a little bit tired of people around here. It's native to the Mediterranean, but you can get it all over the world right now. It thrives in sunny conditions. Grown from a seed in the spring, plants are replaced after 3 to 4 years. You got to pick the leaves in the summer. Okay. And then this is a dried white sage wrapped into a bundle. And you can see how it's got kind of a rotation to the leaf. And on this side, it kind of reminds me of stuffing for chicken or turkey. Yes, you can cook sage. That's what kind of gives it the, like I can't remember what it, but you can use it for cooking, and you can put it in the turkeys and stuff. Absolutely, you can eat it. It's edible. Sage grows like mad. Usually I have it in my garden. Nice. I loved it when Erica and Emily said she was burning it. Yeah, I gotta burn some more of it and get the house smelling so much better. Poultry seasonings. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It smells so good. Yes. Oh, I missed that comment. Stacy's like on the ball. Be sure you do leave the cracked window or door, the negative energies will leave. Yes, you want to chase it out. So you start in the deepest, darkest corners and you start chasing it out to the exteriors of your houses and stuff. But essentially, I use sage for smudging. Smudging is to push out the negative energies, to try to push out anything. You might want to smudge a square mile. I need about 100 of these then. Yeah. There's about 500 different types of sage species. Oh! They use it in breakfast sausage too. Yes, they do. My hands actually smell like sausage now because of that. It smells so good. So good. You can use the essential oils. You can eat it. You can burn it. You can smell it. You can any of that stuff. Yeah, I don't think it's working for you. Well, I haven't done it lately. I need to go do it now. So yeah, it's a great herb. It's a great herb. Drink it, eat it, use it on your skin, burn it through the house. Sage is just a great push out everything bad. The leaves are the most valuable part of the plant. Yes, self-helps with bites and stings, diarrhea, hot flashes, night sweats, mouth sores, sore throats. It's a great thing to have. So this is a bundled sage, white sage. There's always controversy about sage and appropriation of culture. I'm not getting into it. A plant is a plant is a plant. The poultry season in the yellow box. If you turn your oven on and toss them on the hot element, it smells just like marijuana. That's funny. That's funny. Nice. Now I'm munching raisins. My lunch is here and I'm like, I want to eat. And then this is the sage, dried but loose dried sage. That's mean, Stacy. That's mean. To think that you're burning marijuana. Like, come on. I can see it nowadays, though. My kids will do it to me. Wait, can you ship it? Yes. Sage is totally fine to ship. Eat while you talk to us. No, I don't want to do that. That's not nice. Yes. I have sage bundles. And if you bought a box for February, if you bought the February mystery box. So yeah. Oh, I'm just going to do one more and then say hey, thanks, and hangouts. And then eat and catch up on the raging conversation I'm missing. How long I've been on? Probably about a half hour, almost 45 minutes. Again, it'll be reposted, and then at some point in time, I will be putting it on the YouTube. I just gotta go through and save the thing. This one. Mugwort. How much for some sage? I gotta look. I think most of the bundles I was doing $3 for a bundle, but what's on your menus? Soup, and mozzarella sticks. Oh, it's okay, Elisa. So yeah, white sage and a purple sage tree. Brush past the tree, walking down the path, get off to the smell. Nom, nom, nom. Okay. So this was a vial that I got in one of my boxes that I used to subscribe with. It's called Tamed Wild. Tamed Wild now does, instead of monthly, they do quarterly boxes, and they just send you, like, spiritual items to use in your practices. So, as long as it's not lavender. Well, no, if you buy a mystery box, you're gonna get sage. Like, that's already in it, so. So yeah, there's a little, you're going to get sage if you buy a mystery box. Yeah, Elisa, I know. We're looking, and the bank is willing to work with us, so that's the best part. So this is a vial of mugwort. Okay, so you have the vial, you have the cork lid, and you got the dried herb inside of it. Mugwort is a shrub perennial that grows about 3 foot I don't actually have a picture of mugwort. You might have to just Google it for yourself right now until I can get something. Found in the colder temperate regions of the northern hemisphere. It's great along like open areas and roads, side of roads. So you might be more of a weed. It looks like weed more than anything. Okay. You use the leaves and the roots. Don't use the stems. Looks like there's a little bit of stem in here, but leaves and roots might be the root instead. It's known as the mother of herbs. It has a volatile oil if you're not careful with it. It was used in Europe and Asia. They'd place it on their sandals to keep the soles of their feet in good shape. So it was good for your skin. It was believed to help women in childbirth. But nowadays it helps with more of digestion and a tonic type of herb. So you can eat it, you can drink it. And it can be taken over a long period of time to improve your appetite, digestive functions, absorption of nutrients. And it's a natural dewormer for humans. So if you're worried if you've got worms, get some mugwort and eat it. It was also considered a uterine stimulant to help with natural abortions. If you're pregnant, don't take this. Don't touch it. Don't eat it. Don't have anything to do with it. That's a cautionary thing. Mugwort is fine for your indigestion and appetites. Pregnant, might be pregnant, worried about being pregnant and want to keep it. Don't play with this. Okay, don't play with this at all. The last thing we need is anybody to have problems and go, you said yes, but. So that's mugwort. Artemisia, I forget it. I'm not even gonna try. So that's mugwort. It's not very huge. Oh, also an antiseptic and used in the treatment of malaria. Great. And a lot of this stuff comes out of this book, you guys. This is the Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine. Again, I know it's flipped. I'm sorry. That's why I read it to you. The Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine. It's put together by Andrew Chevalier. And that's where I get a lot of this thing. Anything to make kids shut up so I can hear you. I can't help you with that one. Throw a rock at him? That's about the best I can tell you. Throw a rock at him. So that's just a couple of different things. So we get serpentine stone, right? Blue onyx, which is just gorgeous piece. Okay. Sage, lavender, and mugwort. And get you guys, just so you know a little bit extra of what's out there and things that you can do, and the options and things. I'm still tired. So yeah. Well, you're very welcome, Marianne. I know it's not as enlightening as some of the other things I've got, but you know, it's something a little bit different to share with you guys. It works on building up my knowledge of myself, with myself, in my own practice of things. So, what'd you miss? We talked about blue onyx and how good it is. Talked about serpentine stone. You should just carry it in your pocket. And then, this is trying to fall out of the bubble wrap. Sage is good for cleansing. Lavender is good for sedation. And mugwort will help you with your belly. So, I'm going to clock off here then, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate that very much. I really do. I enjoy it. I've missed it the last week or so, like sitting down and just talking and hanging out. It's been a little busy. But that's life. We get through life, and that's the important part. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my lunch before it gets too cold, and catch up on whatever's been going crazy on here, and start working on more of the invoices for you guys that have hung out with me and bought some stuff. So enjoy your lunch? ? Yeah, I will. Absolutely, I will. You could hang lavender in there, Shiva. I need to get some, I'd want the actual plant, I think, for Shiva if I was to do that. Sage and the kids. There you go. I took a valerian root. Helps with the anxiety. Strongly recommended. Yeah, valerian root will. Valerian will do that. Very do that. Yeah, lavender is definitely safe for horses. Yep, it is. You can feed it to them and you can use it on them. Sage is the same thing. It is safe for horses. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of the afternoon. Stay warm. For those of you that are having the cold weather, UK people who don't have the cold weather, you suck. But thank you, you guys. We'll catch up with you a little bit later.